Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for being here today. I want to thank our colleagues in New York for their dedication in preparing this market research, particularly the director of the Italian Trade Agency Office, Enrica Di Giovancarlo, and the organizer of Exans for providing us with this space to present it. A special thanks goes to Astra Pagliai, CEO and Marketing Director, Export USA New York Corp, for leading the research we are about to explore. This research emphasizes the integration of Italy's rich heritage and artisanal experience with a deep understanding of the American consumer behavior. Italian niche perfume brands ready to enter the USA market must weave a narrative that combines cultural sensitivity and storytelling. Thank you, and I will now give the floor to Ms. Pagliai, who will show you in details the result of this research.
Well, thank you, Maria Chiara, and good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here today with you. As Maria Chiara mentioned, I'm Astra Pagliai, Chief Operating Officer of Export USA, and today I'm here on behalf of the Italian Trade Agency to share with you our extensive research findings on the niche fragrance industry in the US market. Given the research extensive 200-page length and the need for clarity in presenting the results, I have taken the liberty to bring in notes to ensure no detail is overlooked. Let's start by asking you a quick question. How many of you already sell in the United States? Ooh, just a few. Okay. Do you sell in the United States? Do you have a stable presence, or are you just exporting in the United States? Number two? Okay, stable presence, great. Many of you are eager to learn how to navigate the US market effectively. The reality is that there are numerous approaches to selling, and the best path often depends on your skills, your budget, and at times, a bit of luck. Embarking on this research, I was very surprised by the results. Despite my daily involvement with the cosmetic industry and me living in the United States, the findings were quite eye-opening, I would say. How can I expand into the US market? And how can my brand resonate with American consumers? Are a question we often receive. Today and this time, the question is, how can Italian niche perfume brands succeed in the United States? So time today isn't on my side, so I have 25 minutes. So let's dive into the key findings. I aim to provide you with insights rather than to overwhelm you with data and numbers. And I would like this to be a two-way conversation, not a monologue. So please feel free to ask questions throughout our time together. The US niche fragrance market has experienced significant growth in the past 5 years, fueled by rising consumer demand. This market has reached hundreds of millions of dollars and is projected to continue its steady growth in the next 5 years. In the US, niche perfumery has become more accessible to consumers, mainly due to various and different distribution channels and the influential power of social media. In Italy, niche perfumes are typically sold in specialty stores or exclusive corners for aficionados. The dynamic in the United States is quite different, and let's see how. Selling in the United States, it's not like selling in Germany, in Belgium, in Spain, or in the rest of the European Union. The US market is complex and heavily influenced by social media, consumer preference, and intense competition. Let's keep in mind there are quite a lot of competitors in the niche perfume industry coming from foreign countries and not just Italy and France. So cracking the US market is a great achievement, which means attaining global success. The US encompasses the mentioned countries, so the European Union, and probably those that you are already exporting into. The American market represents a prime destination for many international brands aiming for global recognition. Its vast and diverse landscape presents a great challenge, requiring thorough preparation from any brand looking to expand there. We must avoid what we always refer to the Netflix trap, which is the misconception that the US market and US consumers and US and American consumers are similar to us based on the American movies we've watched growing up. It couldn't be more wrong. So what's the best strategy? You might be contemplating the best approach as we speak. Before entering the US market, companies and brands must first comply, and it's mandatory, with current US fragrance regulations and for cosmetic use. And this is no issue. It is mandatory to comply with FDA regulation and the new MOCRA provisions, which you maybe are familiar with. The journey doesn't stop at compliance. Identifying your target audience and your positioning is key. The US is home to 340 million people, half young, informed, digitally savvy, spanning millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. This demographic varies widely in ethnicity, background, and values. Our research indicates that American consumers' interest in niche fragrances comes from a desire for uniqueness, authenticity, and personalization. They seek fragrances that tell them a story, reflect their identity, and align with their values. Thus, offering more than just a fragrance, but an experience, is critical. Our findings underscore the importance of branding and storytelling, alongside high-quality, distinctive fragrances and a commitment to sustainability to stand out in the crowded American market. One aspect that surprised me was the importance of the shopping experience. I had assumed that niche perfumes were primarily sold in US physical stores, mirroring the Italian business model. However, the industry embraces an omnichannel approach, blending retail and online experiences to offer personalized service like one-to-one consultation, interactive storytelling, deepening the consumer brand connection. The research also shows that consumers value transparency, sustainability, and ethical sourcing. Emphasizing these aspects in your brand narrative can enhance trust, loyalty, and sales. The digital revolution and strong social media presence have transformed how niche perfumes are discovered and purchased. An impactful online presence enriched with engaging visual content and valuable information is now essential. Also, collaborating with key opinion leaders and testimonials is a powerful way to expand brand visibility and credibility. Beyond brand-owned websites, niche perfumes in the United States can be found both in store and online, on online platforms of luxury department stores like Saks or Bloomingdale's or Neiman Marcus, cosmetic stores such as Sephora or Ulta, and even on major marketplaces like Amazon, Walmart, and eBay, which now features sections dedicated to luxury goods, something that is not yet happening in Italy. The most effective strategy for establishing a solid presence in the United States market involves a hybrid approach. Physical retail, online through your own brand or third-party websites or platforms, and why not, marketplaces. This maximizes visibility and engages a broader audience. On the other hand, participating in US trade shows like Cosmoprof North America in Las Vegas and Miami, Sniffapalooza, Scent Explore, and others might be crucial. Participating at trade show requires detailed preparation, including marketing materials in correct American English and appropriate American formats, DDP price list, and proactive engagement with American counterparts, including logistics and sample distribution. So returning to our initial question, how can my brand successfully expand into the United States? Achieving success there involves a brand of compliance, strategic positioning, and understanding your audience. It necessitates a quality product and appealing brand identity and packaging aligned with your own values and the one of your consumers. Crafting compelling narratives, providing memorable experiences, and leveraging online and offline platforms are essential. You can resonate with the American market and strive for success. The overview of our research offers a snapshot of niche perfumery in the American market. The study conducted for the Italian Trade Agency, which is, as I said before, an extensive 200-page research document, provides in-depth data and insights to help you navigate the US market successfully, including information on competitors and other valuable insights. So, we have about 15 minutes on our hand, and I'm now eager to hear your questions or feedback, or either I can give you some best practices or some success cases of brands that made it effectively in the United States. So, whichever you like. Now, I see. Thank you for being engaged. Number 2, success cases. Okay, I have 2 success cases here that come to mind, actually. I won't mention the brands just because of confidentiality. One is Italian, is a well-known Italian brand that has a stable presence in the United States, and the other is French-American. So the first one started by selling into the United States and then rapidly evolved and got to know its audience. So it's now sold. It started by selling from Italy, and now it's sold in bigger luxury department stores like Saks and Neiman Marcus, but also has set up a strategy to not only export in the United States, but incorporating there, having a logistic, and also providing samples and discovery sets for consumers to get to know its perfumes and fragrances before buying. Something that we as Italians don't often do. We don't usually do that, but this way it's a marketing strategy to let consumers only pay for shipping and send them samples of your perfumes because, of course, they want to smell them. And the other one is, as I said before, a French-American brand, which is now being acquired by a big company that detains a lot of market shares. They started in New York, and their business model was you come into our store and we personalize our fragrances for you. when you buy a fragrance from there and you finish it, you can go back into the store with a bottle and they fill it for you. So they acquired a sustainable approach, which is now something that American consumers, especially younger ones, millennials and Gen Z, Gen Alpha are the kids of millennials, so they will be future consumers. Their sustainability approach is something that younger consumers care a lot about. And the other thing is they acquired sustainable packaging, a sustainable way of shipping, and a sustainable distribution channel. So both these success cases together can explain to you what a brand has to do to succeed in the United States. Of course, each brand is unique. Each brand has its own skills and budget and business model. So you have to find your way in the United States. You have to strategically find your way and think in advance. As I mentioned before, of course, you have to comply with regulation, but the other things are up to you, and you have to prepare well in advance. Okay? Miss, number 2. Do you have any question? Please. Oh, wait for the microphone.
Hello.
Hi.
When you start in the US, you start online.
Okay.
You sell a product, the typology of the product is not adapted to online. You can't smell the product. So do you think we have to find one store?
Okay.
Meaning maybe we have to focus few cities first? So there are several questions.
Are you asking me for a suggestion or?
Suggestion when you start.
When you start?
And you start online.
And you start online? Well, starting online and just online, because there is...
Usually.
Are you talking about your case, though?
No, some different.
Well, starting online is a way of test the market, because you're investing in maybe developing an e-commerce. You have to...
So digital marketing?
Yeah, you have to invest in digital marketing. Otherwise, if you're planning on just export and sell through a distributor, a buyer, or directly to some niche stores, because selling to Sephora itself is quite a big challenge.
Stores
yeah, you might want to select a few stores across the United States, or maybe only on the East and West Coast, where the majority of consumers are located. But you can start only online and maybe provide potential consumers and users with a discovery set of your fragrances.
Yes,
so they can feel
with
and
the
smell
discovery
the
set.
product, right? And also, it's a way of attracting consumers. So the user or consumer or client itself thinks, oh wow, I'm not paying for a full bottle of a perfume I haven't smelled before and I haven't tried, but they're offering a discovery set, or maybe they're selling me just a sample, so I can try it and maybe buy it. So it is something to try and to retain that consumer and maybe...
And just for the other part of the question, would you advise to focus on some cities or area, because United States is huge, so...
Okay, so luxury department stores or niche boutiques you can find them all over the United States. Of course, if you focus on the East and West Coast, meaning the New York area, Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, there you can find the more interested consumers, more attracted ones to maybe find a different identity or to feel more unique, because those are the, let's say, capital of fashion, beauty. So I would advise, based on experience, starting from there. But online, you can reach all the United States. Depends, of course, on the budget and on your business plan.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay?
Hi. Would you say the definition of niche fragrance is the same in Europe than in the US?
No.
Because the market maturity is probably different.
No,
So
no.
how would you define the niche fragrance?
No. So I've not said that the definition is the same. I said that I was surprised to find that the business model for your niche perfume brand, niche perfume shopping experience in the United States is different than what we find in Italy. So in Italy, you usually find niche perfumes in specialty stores or niche boutiques or on the brand's website or third-party website that just sells niche perfumes. In the United States, it's quite curious to find some niche perfumes that are here at Exons, at Sephora. And you can find them at luxury department stores and even at Walmart, which was used to we used to consider Walmart as like a low-budget supermarket or GDO, but you can find them there too. So in the United States, it's easier to find niche perfumes. And the business case I was talking about earlier, that brand sells at Walmart, sells through Amazon luxury goods. So we are used to think that on Amazon you can find just regular products, not that high-end, besides from Apple or digital devices. But in the United States, there is more of a hybrid but omni-channel approach. So the consumer wants to find the it product and he wants to find it now, or in a store that is near, or from who ships faster. Not sure if I've answered your question, okay?
So this is a little bit of a reversal, but what findings in the study did you find that Europeans might find difficult or challenges in working with Americans besides the import logistics? What should Americans know?
Okay. Import logistics are not an issue when you crack the code. Italians might find difficult to handle the counterpart, the American counterpart, because we are, of course, a different culture. As I was saying before or earlier, we are not used to the American way of doing business. So what I suggest to American brands is to Italian brands that seek to expand into the United States is to prepare well beforehand, as I said, have catalogs, brochures, an English website that is really in American English and not in a mixed language, and also to prepare with a list of duty delivery paid prices. And that happens before expanding to the United States, but should be done when participating to trade shows as well, because we are perceived and seen of a kind of slow culture when doing business. So that is what I would advise Italian brands to do. Well, Miss?
I just want to talk again on Amazon.
Yeah.
did you say that Amazon in the US is more appreciated than in the Europe? Because in Europe we think that we can't find good quality product in Amazon.
Yeah, of course. May I ask you where do you come from?
We are working. The brand is Scent of Africa, based in Ghana. So not not in Italy.
Okay. No. Well, I mean, we're talking about Italian brands, but most of what I said is applicable to foreign brands as well.
Exactly.
So, we're talking about expanding into the U.S. market, but it applies to other foreign brands as well. So. I'm not sure how Amazon in your country works, but here in Italy and in Europe,
I'm comparing Amazon in the Europe perception and the US.
It's different. So as you said, we're kind of used to find maybe good quality and lower quality products on Amazon, but Amazon in the United States is bigger and bigger. You can buy groceries there. You can buy a Chanel purse there.
And you can buy niche fragrances.
And you can buy niche
on
perfumes.
Amazon.
There are Italian brands that extended their Italian Amazon store to the United States in order to sell these kind of products because, and this is my opinion, when I find a luxury product on Amazon, I always think, is this fake? I mean, I'm not used to find or to look for luxury products on Amazon. In the United States, they are well better than us in this. And they're setting rules for what will happen in Italy and Europe in the next few years.
They are used to Amazon because it is very easy. The logistic is fantastic and...
Depends on your logistic approach. So you can ship products yourself to the end consumer, but if you're doing this from your country, it will take a long time. And American consumers are used to fast shipping and to receive the products either the same day, the next day, or the following day again, but not further than that. And they're very used to a great customer service. Being on Amazon, either on Amazon or your website, on third-party websites, doesn't matter. They're used to a great customer support.
And from Italy, do you have your warehouse, storage, logistic from Italy, Europe, or do you have a logistics center in the US for your brands?
Are you asking me?
The warehouse logistic center in the US, or is it from Italy?
So Amazon has...
No. Yes, I switched to another question.
Are you asking me? Tamar, do you mind if I reply? Okay. So we have a logistics center in Dayton, Ohio, and also a smaller logistics center in New York. We, as Export USA, here today, I'm representing the Italian trade agency. So if you want more information about our services, I would just wait till the end of the presentation. Okay? Thank you. Oh, I didn't expect this many questions.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
I was wondering if you have any information concerning olfactive trends in the US and how are they different from here in Europe, and if you see any emerging trends, olfactive raw materials or anything in the US right now.
Yes, this is. Hello? Okay. This is detailed in the market research, but there are new olfactive trends and new newly made lab ingredients that are trending in the United States. So if you want to ask Ida for the presentation, you can have it and read it through it, okay? No more? Okay.
Hi. It's again about the niche perfumes that are available at Walmart and Amazon. So niche fragrances are meant to make you feel unique and special, but if it's available to the mass and at Walmart, what makes it still niche? Like, what is the difference then between just a luxury perfume and a niche fragrance or artistic perfumery?
Well, that's what I was surprised about because we are used to find niche fragrances in specialty stores and for them to be, let's say, unobtainable or hard to find. In the United States, there is this difference that I'm still trying to understand because I had the same question as you had. I guess before, from my experience, consumers in the United States are more mature, meaning they have a specific demand for products and they want it as fast as possible. So being on Walmart, being on Amazon, being online, offering free shipping or fast express shipping is something that they want. So the market is driven by consumer demands.
Would you say that there is no place then for the niche fragrance as we see it here in America due to their consumer behaviorism?
Well, the majority of the niche perfumes you can find in the United States are actually Italian and French. So there is a lot of European presence in the United States. Of course, you want to be appealing for those consumers, you have to kind of follow those rules. Otherwise, you have to find a way marketing to resonate with them.
Thank you.
It's okay.
I have
Hi.
a niche boutique in Portland, Oregon on the West Coast.
Can you
Oh,
speak? Okay.
I have a niche boutique in Portland, Oregon on the West
Oh.
Coast. And I hear what you're saying about the immediacy. Honestly, in my experience, we have so many customers that really want to put thought into it. And they'll take a sample, they'll come back a month later and make the purchase. So it's not... I just want to kind of balance out the perception that it's all about speed because that's not my experience for most
Okay.
of my customers. So,
Do you have a brick and mortar store
Yes.
or online?
both.
Both. Okay. I might have listed your boutique.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, might have. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good insight. That was my point of view as let's say an expert looking at the U.S. market, but with foreign eyes. So it's good to have a feedback like yours.
Right.
Hi. So aside of accessibility for a niche brand, is there also price tag that you said that starting a certain price is what you consider niche in United States?
No, there are just a few brands that are available at lower prices, and they market themselves as being niche, but at a lower access point or price point. But they value their ingredients and their ethical sourcing, so that's what they're saying.
So price is not a factor as such.
Depends from the brand. Of course, coming from another country outside of the United States, you will be impacted by a higher price, and it depends on the distribution channel you choose to distribute into. But there are just a few.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I don't see any other hand raising. Okay, great. Well, thank you for listening to me and have a great day. And if you have any questions, just ask Tamar from the Italian Trade Agency. Otherwise, I will be around for a few more minutes. Thank you again.